Hey guys, Tara here, bringing you a 2v2 today. We are on Crossing in the Woods, playing a few days morning in the south. We have Vodka Company as the Brits, who has special weapons, tactical support, and mobile assault. Facing off against some cblanco as the Soviets, who has guard rifle, combined arms, mechanized support, and guard motor coordination. These guys currently rank 7 ranged team allies. Pretty standard loadout. So I haven't cast much too. Seems to be more common US and Soviets teaming up, going for maybe this commander or this one, getting the marked vehicle command with the P-47s, but still a pretty strong loadout of commanders there. Facing off against them we have Brosras as the OKW, who has breakthrough, Luftwaffe ground forces, and fortifications. Teaming up with him is Antaria, who has pistol support, lightning war, and spearhead. So no elephant commanders here. Also no dive bombs either, which could be important. Rank 2 Axis versus rank 7 allied arranged teams, so it should be in for a cracking match. So the Stern Pioneer here, trying to put pressure on this house, making sure he can't cap, but we've finally got another squad coming up here now, so should be able to get the cap off. Meanwhile, cblanco crossed over here, got into the building, getting some good harassment. And looks like he's probably going to go for the cutoff after that. We've got a squad of grenadiers coming out here to prevent that. Probably going to be quite a close engagement there. Two squads coming for this cutoff now. We're getting to the sniper's nest. Pretty rare you see somebody in there.
Supplies looking a bit squiffy. Line's been cut. Retreat! New machine gun crew ready and waiting.
Squads finally get forced away over here. So good harassment from cblanco, but it's not really good harassment from Brosras. Oh, but here comes the Vickers. That's going to put an end to this harassment. Still, both teams have been without their fuel for quite a wee while here. Both teams kind of going more on the aggressive side rather than consolidate on one side. Sometimes on this map, you'll see teams double teaming one side, but it's not what we've seen so far. Vickers sitting up. Squad gets into heavy cover before the Vickers arrives, and that sniper's nest is going down quick. He's better get out of there. There he goes. Vickers actually packs up, perhaps worried about the flank of the Stern Pioneers, and he's getting pushed right back. All the way back to base, it looks like. I'll see up here. Looks like he's probably going to have 2 models on the native colour. It looks like the Axis are going to secure their fuel first, and they generally have slightly more territory under their control here, so it seems like they've come off slightly ahead from these early skirmishes. Think about Crossing in the Woods as a 2v2 map, quite small, 4 players. Generally, once you get a machine gun on each side, really limits infantry movement. So you better get your harassing done now before the machine guns lock down all the territory. And cblanco going on the offensive again with his conscripts, using some hoorah to get them into the enemy lines behind that machine gun, forcing it away. Still, the allies do seem to be struggling for territory. Has he got a flamethrower coming in? He does, very shortly. Oh, he wanted to get the wipe, but he gets suppressed. And he's going to abandon that. Flamethrower complete. We're going to push out here quite easily. We have the Battle Group HQ for Brosras. Seems to be most common in 2s these days. Mainly for anti-air. If you manage to keep it alive that long. Be strong shooting down Allied planes, which are very popular in 2s. B-47s and IL-2s. Very popular in 2v2 at the moment. And we actually have a Soviet sniper for cblanco going for a late tier 1 tech. Into the sniper. Sniper's pretty good on this map, very hard to flank. Not many places to hide as well, not many shot blockers, so we can get plenty of shots in. Got ISG for Brosras. Some smoke on it. Also went for a kitten very early. Going for a kitten this early has denied him the opportunity to build flak half track, so maybe he's not actually going to do it. Maybe he's just going to go for a fast medium tank. We do have 2 anti-tank guns for Vodka company very early on. And he's actually leaving a very exposed center of the map here. Going to get cut off again. By Brosras. But yeah, this is a huge investment into anti-tank guns, but I suppose he thinks with all these snipers from cblanco, he needs to be the one investing in them, and he's pretty much right. But I might have only got one if I hadn't seen the light vehicle yet. And speaking of light vehicles, it's actually going to be a mortar half track, so probably not going to be in range of an anti-tank gun in the first place. Mortar half tracks much more affordable in team game modes, where you can generally don't have to be so worried about your fuel. Ooh, gets a nice hit on the sniper. I suppose that's one benefit of this, it can't be sniped. And they are very accurate. Going for a second one, and this tends to be what you do when you go for the mortar half track in 2v2s, you get double. Brosras does indeed go for the flak half track, but as I said, going for the Raketten first did slow down the production of this. Could have been out quite a while ago. Yeah, these double mortar half tracks are a real nightmare to face off against. So mobile, so hard to kill. Oh, and there's a sniper for Vodka company as well, getting chased down. Needs to retreat. A bit late. Got a bit of damage crossing the negative cover there. Oh, and those mortars going to work. It's actually kind of a good counter to the Soviet sniper, because remember, this doesn't have 82 health like the other snipers. I think it has 64 health, so it can get one shot by mortars, whereas every other one cannot. We have a smoke bomb plane coming through. Protect his squad from bleed from those snipers while they can. Those double mortar half tracks going to town. 8 kills on this one already. So we've got a similar amount of smoke coming in for Brosras with his ISG. Forcing back Vodka company. In fact, the Axis seem to be doing really well. Or Brosras seems to be doing really well. Antaria taking a bit of a backseat. Investing so much into those mortar half tracks until they start paying dividends, but similar to rocket artillery, you know, you lose a little bit of field presence, but by the time they've been on the field for about 4 minutes, and you really have felt the hit. as the opponent. Oh, misses both those snipes. Luckily for that grenadier.
Enemy is taking our territory.
And the sniper's going hard.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
So that is a selection of Festung support, and we don't see that very often. Obviously he's very keen on the mortar half-track, though he did have Spearhead in his loadout, which also has the mortar half-track and Panzer Tactician. It's really nice for your tanks, especially if you're facing off against guards with their button. Really nice to have the smoke on your tanks. But maybe he's thinking he's going to get a Howie. More smoke coming in. Five-man upgrade for Vodka Company. The IC gets decrewed by the sniper. Oh man, misses that second shot. Flak half track just gets away. Looks like he's going to be able to recrew the ISG. Oh, might get decrewed by these Tommies, however. Now the Axis are getting pushed right back. These snipers starting to get some massive kills. 13, 10. Doing a little bit better than these mortar half-tracks, which haven't actually got a lot of kills in the last 2 minutes. I don't think I've got any, actually. I'm sure if they had a slightly better sight, perhaps they would be getting a few more kills.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
I'm curious to see him use them separately as well. I think part of the benefits of going for the double mortar half-track is using them together, kind of like a mobile mortar pit. Whereas if 2 mortar shells land on a squad in quick succession, you could quite easily wipe it. We're not going to see that here. And the Allies taking control. They even found time to put down a fuel cache, getting pushed right back up the Axis. And these snipers, just so many issues, so hard to deal with them on this map. This is where perhaps he needs to make good use of attack ground, try to predict where the snipers are moving, try to hit them like that.
Conscripts can now throw Molotovs. Enemy forces capturing supply sector.
Use the smoke again to try and get after the cap.
Enemy forces are neutralizing a sector.
Snipers actually end up retreating for some reason there. Oceania in a cheeky position there with the camouflage on. So if the sniper does push up, could ambush them and get them wiped. It's really, really fun to watch somebody use camouflage against snipers. They get discovered. In the center again. Goes the smoke to try and wall off those snipers, force them in closer. It's really not that expensive, only 40 munitions. You can hold on to this territory, I'd say that's worth it. Stop some of that manpower bleed as well.
Stuka prepared to drop smoke. Manufacturing capability has been
Now the Axis seem to be on the front foot. Got double fuel under their control. Guys must be close to a tank though, and yep, here comes the first one for Vodka company. cblanco also popping one out as soon as he gets the manpower. So machine gun's going to get flanked by these conscripts. Oh, not quite. They do retreat anyway. Those snipers picking away. Got them a vet too. Got some smoke coming in again. This time from Brosras.
enemy forces are securing our territory.
Trench you down here for Brosras as well. Pretty defensive position. Let's try and get an anti-tank gun up here to shoot at this. It's going to be very exposed, probably going to be very close to this negative cover here. So very easy to wipe an anti-tank gun if it tries to push over there. So pretty good position for it. 22, man, those snipers. That is nasty stuff. Racking up the kills really quickly. This could be a wipe though. Oh, not quite. Looks like he prioritized capping over killing. Sierra 85 coming in from cblanco first. Just have quite a bit of fuel ticking up. Oh, he's going straight for tier 4. Be interesting to see what Brosras gets first. He's pretty much at the amount of fuel for either a Panzer IV or the Jagdpanzer. It's just which one is he going to go for. Oh. Oh man, we've got brains for these Tommies now. That is not what you want to hear as the Axis. Using smoke to wall off the anti-tank gun though.
Trying to take a point from us.
Getting, in fact, 2 in a nice position to ambush this Cromwell if he makes a misstep. Sprinting in with the valiant assault. Trying to put pressure on the anti-tank gun, it looks like. Trying to decrew that. And Raketen, 2 Raketens get the hit on there. Anti-tank gun's going to go down. He stopped retreating it.
One of our anti-tank guns is gone.
More smoke in the middle for the Axis. And well, yeah, has to be really careful. These Raketens could knock him out at any moment. In fact, they're actually going to go for the anti-tank gun kill and get it. Oh man, that sniper better be careful.
Ready and waiting.
27-20. Man, cblanco so well with those snipers.
Our territory is
Man, this is a big clump. Looks like the squad goes down there to the snipers of infantry, but we haven't seen the mortars really hitting them that well. In fact, cblanco going on the aggressive here, pushing Antaria right off the map. Antaria does have his tier 4 down and the amount of fuel for just about any vehicle he wants. Just needs a little bit more manpower. This is a reasonable time to get a Panther, I suppose. Start vetting it up, get it towards Vet 2 where it gets its health bonuses. Was very helpful. We could go for the Brombeer. I don't think this mortar half track has anywhere it can go. I don't think it can squeeze through that gap there. Some pressure on it with the threat of the Faustus Brosras. Then comes the first Katyusha barrage, and it's forcing a few squads back. Got maybe 2 kills there. Yeah.
The enemy is taking what we have secured.
Those veered up Tommies are so nasty now. Oh, he's just going in after the sniper. No, after the anti-tank gun. He loses so many models there to those Tommies. Very brave though from Brosras, keeping this in with a damaged engine. Oh, when he gets the wipe as a reward. Nice work. Did a really good job microing that. And when playing with the flak half track, it's, you know, sometimes I try and conserve my munitions. But just use the smoke, man. It's so much harder to kill. Obviously, it gets cheaper when you veer it up. One goes from 25 to 10, but just use it. Does indeed go for the Brombeer. Is going to be exposed to the SU-85, but it's going to be very powerful against this kind of blobby strategy from cblanco. And Brosras actually going for the Panther there. Oh, Panther doing some risky maneuvering here. Don't quite have the machine gun upgrade yet, so it's not that effective against infantry. We're coming forwards, wants to get a hit on those snipes. They get out there in the nick of time. He's taking a lot of damage on there. He's only got 1 Pioneer. So it appears it's going to take a while. If he doesn't lose his Pioneer, no, retreats it. Vodka Company, though, getting pushed right on back. Actually got a mortar pit here. It's recovering the center. Looks like it's about to be decrewed here. They're in a bit of trouble. He's buttoned. Needs some smoke. Smoke bombs. Where are they? Oh, it gets out of the button just in the nick of time. 25 does not chase. Oh, the gammon bomb wipes almost 2 squads. Too busy trying to micro many units as Brosras, and that is costly. X is getting pushed right back. Now these more half-tracks in jeopardy. SU-85 creeping up. Oh, one of them goes down. cblanco has quite a lot of resources, maybe floating up for the ISU next. Oh my god, almost loses another squad to the Gam Bomb. Could still do so. He does! It's an unexpected. Oh, those Gam Bombs. Both snipers are Vet 3. 28 and 36 kills. So pretty even on the VPs, 328 to 316, so we're going to count either faction out yet. Army size is also very similar, as you can see. Really anyone's game at this point. And if these ally players lose their snipers, they're in big trouble. Another SU-85 for cblanco, so not going for the 152, which is very effective on this map. Especially if you're going to be up against no elephant or no yak tiger. Very strong unit. And obviously they know that they're not going to be up against it because they've seen the Fallschirmjäger, seen the mortar half track.
Tank destroyer ready.
The WCH5 is going to put a lot of pressure on this Brumbear. Make it very hard to be effective against this allied infantry. While Vodka Company has spent his fuel, he's going for a Comet next. It's coming in on top of the pack. Looks like it's going to get all. No, it's dead. SU-85 is threatening to kill the final mortar half track. Kill the decrew pack, however.
There's a Comet tank ready to go.
Antaria has quite a lot of fuel now, but he's being bled so hard by these snipers. Just does not have the manpower to build another vehicle yet.
We need eyes on top. Big shot.
And it's going to be interesting what he builds next, because obviously after losing that pack has basically no anti-tank whatsoever. However, it's not like tanks actually causing him problems right now. It's those snipers, so may just go straight for the Panzerwerfer. Panzerwerfer, you know, it's going to be hard to kill the mobile infantry. No, not really facing off against team weapon spam with it. And the Panzerwerfer is actually one of the probably the worst piece of rocket artillery at the moment. Just has such a long time between the audible cue, the rockets firing, and the rockets actually landing into your opponent's. Long time to dodge, as well as having pretty poor AoE on its rockets. SU-85 is putting pressure on that Brumbear. Oh, nice pick up there. P4, I think. No, it must have been the Panther getting almost all those models. And Brosras getting on the offensive here. SU-85s have rotated round. We have a Rakit in the other. There's also a sniper threatening to decrew it. More smoke in the middle. Brosras continuing the offensive. SU-85 is facing the wrong direction here. Oh, this could be the end of the Panzer IV. Bounces the killing blow from the Comet. SU-85 is not in range. Raketten's in here doing a little bit of damage, but we're also going to have to retreat. And that's going to be a lot of repairs for Brosras. And he got the one stern pioneer at the moment without even repair speed upgrade, so it's going to... Those tanks out of commission for a long time. We have the Axis are setting up a triple cap, so they're probably not going to be too upset about their position.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
To be careful with your mortar half track at this amount of health. One SU-85 shot will take it down. Get one. Oh, and that's what I was talking about. Luckily, the SU-85 missed.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
Oh, close range Katyusha barrage gets the white. Axis continuing to use these smoke reconnaissance planes. They're basically the same ability, but they have different icons.
Stuka prepared to drop smoke. We have a fresh grenadier squad. Awaiting orders.
Raketten's creeping up with the Panzer IV. Could be about to knock out this Cromwell.
Infantry squad trained and ready to go.
Yeah, on hold fire though. Maybe he wants guaranteed kill with them. And now 34, 47. This is nasty stuff. Oh, Comet pushing forwards. Raketten's in a really good position to wail on it. Uses the smoke and uses the raw speed to get away. Good reaction times there by Vodka Company. But a nice attempt at an ambush by Brosras. And you got to make use of those Comet smokes. It's a lot better now. They used to take an eternity to fire and you had to be stationary and it was really buggy. Oh, he's got to run. No. Nowadays it's actually a very valuable ability for both that and the Cromwell. Here comes some more smoke, trying to prevent those snipers from getting the kills. And there is a Jagdpanzer behind all this. Got airborne assault coming in. It's going to push away the tanks for the threat of those Stuka escort planes doing some more damage. And snipers out here could get a kill. This Panzer IV doesn't. Gets the Katyusha though. cblanco rotating his S-35s now, but they're coming into the arc. And there go the Stuka escort planes. One of them goes down. And the Panther also went down, however. Those SU-85s knocked them out. The Panther out really quickly. Bombing run off target. Strafe about to finish here. And that was basically all of Brosras' munitions. And, got the Axis a bit of control there, but they kind of traded down, trading a Panther for the SU-85. Now we've got the Big Daddy, the 152 on the field. Big Pens are pushing forwards. Perhaps heard this in the fog of war. Is going to get a couple free hits in here. And get a bit of veterancy on that. Always welcome. Oh man, those snipers so devastating. 40, 51. So more to put doing 9 kills.
Our capture point. They're trying to take it. Taking fire!
Big Pens hits Vet 1 now. Oh! There goes the EMG. Brosras trying to set a trap here. He's got the 2 Raketens stealthed. Trying to bait a tank into this death zone. There's the ISG. Kittens get discovered, have to retreat. Now he's kind of sending his grenadiers. Oh no! Out in a blob. In fear of the sniper, because you know, if you send one squad out, it'll lose half its models immediately to the snipers. Basically useless. But if you send a whole blob out, snipers get, you know, half a squad, and then you've still got 2 more squads there to pressure them with the LMGs, which can laser beam snipers down pretty quick. So the 152's on the or was on the armor piercing, maybe switched over to the HE now. We're coming forwards. Oh! But that's what I was talking about. Pretty much a direct hit on their sniper does not go down to the mortar. Most of those snipers having that little bit of extra health in a regular infantry model. Comes another one of those recon smoke planes, smoking off the middle with a cap, but the sniper's in a good position still to fire. Heavy casualties for Antaria. Oh, and he has to retreat just before it completes. We're not seeing the Werfer, we're actually going to see an LFH. There's a bombing run for cblanco, but he's going to have to get close enough to scout it. Whatever squad in jeopardy. So a bit of the bunker busting barrage there, very nice ability. So extra range, 60 range on that. Can do it from relative safety. Oh, look at this camouflage wall coming forwards for Brosras. Bounces his first shot. Oh, Comet and 2 mines. Uses his smoke to get away though. He's going to try knock out this anti-tank gun. Oh, main gun destroyed. Does he get clear of the arc? He is.
The weapon crew are, I'm afraid, quite dead.
Comet's quite low. Depends on getting some good hits and must be close to Vet 2 now. Looks like we've got to push around the side. They're not happy with that artillery. They want to kill that LFH and they're pushing forwards with it. Got a pack here, but that's not going to be enough to stop this many tanks. Needs some support, but Brosras already occupied, and that's going to be the end of LFH before it even gets anything done. And the pack having no luck, just getting bounce after bounce. Oh, there's not even. That's the concentrated fire operation. There'll be the bombing strike. like he gets a direct hit anyway. Not guaranteed on this ability, I don't believe. It's not like it is like railway artillery. Railway artillery, the first shot is a guaranteed hit. This does not have that same property, but got 2 hits. It's deader than dead. The side effect though is that this actually has more shells than the railway artillery. On the other side. So yeah, not enough anti-tank there for Antaria to stop that push. Loses his howitzer, which is why I thought the Panzerwerfer might have been the better choice, because it's very often just impossible to keep a howitzer alive in a 2v2 game. That was the smoke from the mortar pit, right? I'm pretty sure it was. Jeez, that's got crazy range.
Enemy threatening a capture point.
Axis in a bit of trouble, but they've got 2 Jagdpanzers here. Can Brosras get an ambush going? He's tried so many times with those stealthy maneuvers, but they haven't quite come off. Can this one succeed? He's got a Panzer 4 in a very aggressive position. Oh, Jagdpanzer coming over here, but gotta be careful. Quite a lot of anti-tank for the Axis, I mean for the Allies. These Raketans not in the right position to harass here. Cromwell coming forward, so Raketans are in a nice spot. Could this be the end? He's been so good with the smoke so far. 1 Raketan lines up. Second one does now. Just needs 1 shot to connect, and there it goes. Yep. Down goes Cromwell. Nicely executed. That's what Brosras has been looking for quite a while, and he finally gets the kill. And comes the airborne assault. We've got a damaged engine on the 152 here. These Stuka close air support planes coming in. Certainly one assault is going to land on it, I'm pretty sure. It's got the machine gun upgrade, which is revealing it in the fog of war. Looks like they split their damage between those 2 vehicles though. So as it shoots at those planes, it's revealing its position, perhaps opening up the opportunity for another pass to land on it. Looks like one of the planes got shot down. No. Here comes a pass. 152 getting quite low. Could go down here. And it does! 152 goes down. Jagdpanzer was chasing in to try to get the kill. Oh, but it goes down itself. Got a lot of anti-tank guns here though. Oh, Comet spinning around and goes down. Tries to use the smoke, but perhaps he would have been better served just retreating in that occasion. Loses his Comet. Game bomb. He dodges that one. Nicely done. And those snipers in the middle. Take a look at the army supplies. Pretty even still. Antaria's definitely been suffering under those snipers though. They've been bleeding him like crazy this game. And although the Axis did knock out a bit of armor there, Still haven't got anything to do about these snipers. cblanco also floating a tremendous amount. Just needs a little bit more fuel for the rebuy on that 152. There's the Ultimate Team tournament coming up shortly, but Brosras actually teaming up with Guard 2707 for that. Not Antaria.
The squad of pioneers has arrived.
Sniper, stealth units sneaking around next to each other. And those Rakitans actually providing a good bit of sight, you know, in the indirect fire to knock out that anti-tank gun. As for over here, uncontested because there's a lot of anti-tank just waiting for an ambush here. Double packs lining up on these S-35s. We've got another airborne assault coming in. This could be trouble. S-35's in jeopardy. Will they get out of the zone quickly enough? I think they did. Oh, but the Comet did not. Oh, I think that Comet's going to get targeted here. Its main gun destroyed. And down it goes. Gets destroyed. Not respecting that airborne assault. There's Vodka Company. Oh, and now the 152 could be in jeopardy. Panzer IV and Jagdpanzer with the high veterancy going after it. Looks like they both trigger a mine there. Panzer IV's going to go down for sure. Jagdpanzer in there doing the damage, but S-35s are here now. Oh, he needs one more shot to kill, but has to retreat. The Jagdpanzer's so highly vetted now. Oh, and the Comet's gonna flank it. Where are those Rakitans? Nowhere to be seen. Back at base. Oh, he's gonna lose his vet up Jagdpanzer. That is a tragedy. Oh, can he get away? Comet missing. Misses again. Rakitin is there now. Jagdpanzer gonna try face its frontal armor. It's got good frontal armor. Oh, but it goes down. Double packs there though. Comet goes down to a flurry of anti-tank gun action. All because it missed those two shots on the rear armor of the Jagdpanzer. And now it's actually looking very grim. Vodka Company has just about nothing. cblanco at his limit, but it's not going to help too much. So he's got all this manpower that he just can't spend right now. He's going to have to kind of use his conscripts very aggressively. Suffer a lot of bleed on them. Just try and pick up the slack for Vodka Company whilst he rebuilds. Some more smoke covering the cap for the Axis again. Just about back up to full though, ready for action again. But Axis looking for a triple cap, and both teams are getting quite low on VPs. Here comes the big boy, the 152. Ooh, almost gets the kill. Rumbear's still kicking. 28 kills. Ooh. Make that 32. Those S-35s not there to push it away right now. They push back themselves. A few tripwire flares going off there. Yeah, a few models. Sector artillery coming in for the Axis here. Very rare to see this. Can only do it in friendly territory. But very powerful artillery. Almost on the level of zeroing artillery. But yeah, as I said, only can do it in friendly territory, and no units in there at the moment. The units walking in there now. I'm not sure if it requires sight or not. Looks like it does require sight. Such a rare, just so hard to actually get that to work. So one more shell lands. Oh no, perhaps that's going to get. He destroys slugging out in the middle. We've got 75's getting pushed back. Eggpans are charging in. Allies getting pushed right back. Now snipers having to be used aggressively, putting them in jeopardy of going down to the Boombear. Looks like I think it's using its bunker busting barrage, but just wears out. One more shell could have spelled the end of that sniper there. 152 taking a lot of damage. Pushed back by these Raketans. No Katyusha for the Allies at the moment, so these anti-tank gun walls working off quite well for the Axis. Especially those Raketans which can, you know, crawl around in stealth, don't have to worry about getting sniped. Is that more than half track done? 19 kills, yeah, not that impressive. Okay, here's a fresh comment for Vodka Company. Honestly, I kind of wish he went for a Firefly instead of that second comet previously. So the comet's just gone in. So it's against it. But things looking very dire for the Allies. Axis with the triple cap. Allies just trying to repair all their tanks. They push right back those two airborne assaults. Did so well for the Axis. In so much territory. Oh. And that's Vet 5 on this Raketin. Comet using its smoke. We've got another airborne assault coming in the center. Oh, main gun destroyed on the Comet. But it doesn't matter, that's it. The Allies just couldn't get the cap anywhere. Some nice smoke stopping the cap there. And that's game. Well played by the Axis. They had to endure one hell of a snipe fest there. 56 kills and 73 kills on these snipers, but they stuck it out. Brosras played really solidly on the left here. Set up some really nice ambushes with his camouflage Raketins, picked off some tanks from Vodka Company. And then on the back of those two airborne assaults, gained a lot of territory in the Allies without any rocket artillery. I feel like, you know, they lost their Katyusha over here before. Couldn't put pressure on those anti-tank gun walls, and they suffered for it dearly. But yeah, well played by both teams, and keep an eye out for the Ultimate Team Tournament coming soon. Not to my channel, but check out COH2.org for the details. Well, I'll wrap on that, guys. If you like your game to be cast by me, details in the video description below. Otherwise, I'll catch you all for the next thrilling installment. Goodbye and good luck.